Hello and welcome to Inside China Today. I'm Marguerite Howell, and here are some of the stories we're following for Tuesday, September 15th. A human rights group says Chinese journalist Xi Benhai was arrested over sensitive interviews. Chinese dissidents disappointed by Robinson's visit. And Yang Shenkun dies at 92. Chinese journalist Xi Benhai, missing for several days, was probably detained for conducting sensitive interviews, says a Hong Kong human rights group. AFP sources say Xi, an editor and commentator for the China Economic Times, was taken from his home on September 5th. Xi is also the co-author of a book calling for political reform in China, and police had earlier raided his home and seized tape recordings of his interviews. UN Human Rights Commissioner Mary Robinson, who ends a 10-day visit to China on Tuesday, expressed her concern about the journalist on Sunday. Meanwhile, Chinese dissidents have expressed disappointment over Mary Robinson's visit, saying she failed to address their demands or to act tough enough with Beijing. Robinson was accused of failing to react or reacting very mildly to incidents that occurred during her visit, such as the detention of the wife of a dissident who attempted to see her. Chinese dissidents swamped the Human Rights Commissioner with letters and petitions asking for talks or interventions on behalf of prisoners. Robinson, however, was careful not to anger her hosts and made the goal of her visit to persuade China to sign the UN Convention on Political and Civil Rights. Yang Shenkun, once a rival to Paramount leader Deng Xiaoping, died on Monday at the age of 92. Chinese state television marked the occasion by playing funeral dirges and showing an undated black and white picture of the military hardliner. Yang, who died of an unspecified illness, was described as a great proletarian revolutionary, statesman, and strategist. He was unsuccessful in his attempts to take power from Deng, who eventually pushed him into retirement in 1993. Yang played a leading role in the suppression of pro-democracy demonstrators in 1989. Chinese experts are trying to save the life of the world's smallest giant panda. The panda, named Dian Dian, was born weighing just over 2 ounces, less than half the weight of his twin sister, Xixi. Scientists at the Gangdu Giant Panda Breeding and Research Center say the main challenge is to feed the baby, who is too small to nurse. Pandas are an endangered species, and there are only about 1,000 of them remaining in the wild in China. And that's Inside China Today for the European Internet Network. I'm Marguerite Howell.